Hiya. Hi fam, how are we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and most important of it all, compliments of the season. Merry Christmas to you, and I wish you a prosperous new year ahead. How are we doing, guys? It's your girl Omobalale at Royal Merchant. It's been a minute. Yes, it's been a minute. I'm on my way just to do a bit of shopping now because I haven't had time all along, and I just something just kept popping into my head, and I thought, okay, let me share it with my queens. Yeah, so right, this thing kept popping into my head. This slang, I'm sure we've all heard it at one point or the other, where it says do you. Yes, it says do you, but what kept coming to mind was, do you, before you do you know you? Yeah, that was the question that kept coming to my mind. It says, because like people will go, oh, just do you, or just do you, or just do you. But sweethearts, before you do you, you need to know you. Who are you? What do you stand for? Who do you stand for? So yeah, that's I don't know if somebody's out there watching me, and maybe you have some kind of answer for this, because I'm not here to teach anybody anything. We're all learning together, obviously, and then it's just something that came to my mind, and I thought I'll share. And then maybe if you have an idea, or maybe you thought about it some other time, or at some point, drop it into my message, drop it into my DM, and let me know that answer, because I really want to know. Because when people keeps going on about do you know you, do you know you? Well, as far as I know, the little that I know is you need to know you before you are able to do you. Like I said earlier, what do you stand for? Who do you stand for? Who are you? What are you going for? Are you a person of yourself? Do you have that confidence, to go for what you want, to do actually what you want to do? And remember, as a child of God, I would always remind us that our confidence is in Christ, but at the same time, because our confidence is in Christ, and our God is not a timid God, I expect us to be bold enough to go, bold enough to go for what we actually want. There is nothing impossible in this life, darlings. It might take time. It might take a while, but I promise you, there is definitely nothing unachievable. And if you're trying, if you've been trying, and it seems unachievable, then maybe there's some other way you're meant to go that you're missing. It might just be something missing. It might just be that it's just something very little missing. But I would say to you, don't give up. Go for what you want. Do you, like we say, do you. And when I say do you, my darlings, I have another thing I'm going to add to it, which is something that I'm sure you're used to me talking about by now. And when we go to the topic of doing you as well, before you can do you, you need to be your complete self to be able to do you. So, what am I driving at? A sick person cannot do you. An ill person cannot do you. A broke person cannot do you. Because when you want to do something and the resources to get to do that thing, they're not available to you, then that is when they become unachievable. But today, just a quick one, I'm just quickly going to stop on our health. I'm going to stop on our health. It has started again. They asked us to take vaccine. We took vaccine. And now, all of a sudden, Uncle Omicron is here. And now they are telling us to take booster. What do we know that is coming next? And what do we know that they're going to ask us to take next? So, my darlings, look after your own self. Look after your own self. It brings me back to that, thing that we used to say, that every man for himself, God for us all. Look after number one. You are number one. Look after you before you can be able to do you. Yeah? Oh, I hope it sounds nice in my ear. I don't know how it sounds in your own ear anyway. Anyway, so like I was saying, Look after your own health, my darlings. Look after your own health. Look after you. If you have loved ones, that are going through health challenges, let's look after number one. I was discussing with somebody on the phone, was it last night? And then we were talking, and when we talked about my product and everything, because he's obviously having some challenges as well with his health, which I have heard and which I have had, and then it's been taken care of. And then the person was asking me, oh, so how did you get rid of it? Because we've known for such a very long time. And of course, they're going to ask me, how did I do it? And I told them, I didn't do anything. I just found the products. Honestly, guys, I found. It didn't just drop on my lap. I came across it on social media. I was browsing through social media just like me and you. Hi sis, I see you. Thank you so much. I was just browsing through social media just like me and you, just like you're doing right now. And I came across this product. And I can tell you that, I was able to explain to the person that this and this and this and this is what I use. And because the person is not in this part of the world, they're far, they're in Nigeria. And they said to me, okay, tell me how much this product is. And when I told the person how much, I was like, it's actually not pricey, because the person said for natural products, because they deal in products as well. Said for natural products are usually pricey because of the process to get it. They're not something that you get on shelf. They're not something that pops up every 3 months. Let me not say every 3 months, like every week, like something that has been chemicalized or something. Yeah, there's something that has been, the time has been put into it. And especially for my own product, time has been put into my product. My products have been they are minimally processed. So time, effort has been put into my product for it to be able to get your desired results. And I said to them, I don't feel those things anymore. And they said to me, oh, I would like to try. Remember, they are all the way far back in Africa. Now, I want to say another one. I visited the optician for my yearly checkup last week. And my optician, being the one that has been recommending, I tell you, that woman, she has recommended all the eye products for me. And they are not the cheap ones. They are the expensive one. I promise you. They are the expensive ones. And then she would recommend, this eye patches, hot thing, put it in the microwave, put it on your eye. Darlings, I used all those things, but I was still suffering from this eye problem. Itching, painful, that I will close my eyes for a long time, give myself minimum of 30 minutes before I'm able to open that eyes for it to function again. I'm telling you. And she was saying to me when she was doing my general checkup, a lot has improved. What happened? Did you change anything? What did you use? And I said to her, my products. Believe me, between me and you, my optician she wrote my website down. Because she's obviously my optician. She's been my optician for years. And she knew what was wrong. She knew it. It was live to her. It was real for her. And she was like, can you show me? Show me. Take out your phone. She was supposed to be checking my eyes, but we were checking phone instead. So, sweetheart, just a quick one. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I'm just imploring us, And then you have some people saying, now going into 2022, I want to see what 2022 has for me. Come on. Let's talk to ourselves. 2022 has nothing for you. You have something for 2022. What are you planning? What have you planted to germinate in 2022? You cannot just not do anything and expect 2022 to do something for you. What have you planted that you're expecting to yield for you in 2022? That brings me to the other point. If you're looking for a side gig, something that just brings that money, that's passive income in, I'm your girl. DM me and let's talk about it. But that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to focus on our health. So if you know someone that are having health challenges from the head down to the toe, my products got you. I promise you. And let me just quickly say to you, I heard a slogan recently and I loved it. The lady said, do farmers as opposed to pharmaceutical. Wow, I love that. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Because she's made real sense. Real sense, yeah. Farmers as opposed to pharmaceutical. Because farmers, as you know, they are talking about the natural thing from the earth, the way God wanted it. Natural products, as opposed to all these chemicals they are pumping into us. At the end of it, some people end up with kidney problems, liver problems, because there's so many chemicals in form of medication that has been pumped into their system. So my darlings, just a quick one. Now remember, the topic says do you. For you to do you, you need to know you, and you need to be the complete you. Know you, be the complete you. Look after your health. And if you want more information about what I'm talking about, DM me. And please feel free to DM me. I'm always I always love to talk to you. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much, my darling sister. I see you. Thank you so much for staying with me. And thank you so much for those of you that will be watching me later on. Have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. I love you. A minute. Bye.